Okay, if you haven't seen the first Blade Runner movie, this one's not going to make any sense. If you haven't seen the first Blade Runner, then this review's probably not going to make any sense either. How about you Google it and go watch it? And in the meantime, get off my YouTube. Blade Runner 2049, rapid fire review. The plot. Ryan Gosling is working for the LAPD as a Blade Runner. When he goes to retire an old replicant, he makes a discovery. And that leads to a mystery that unfolds. And shit gets visual. Ryan Gosling. Whenever you need a good performance with as little emotion as possible, you call Ryan Gosling. He's the main character. Story is told through his perspective. As I said, he's a Blade Runner. He's meant to hunt down these replicants from the old days. In this story, as his investigation unfolds, it becomes a lot more personal to him, and that leads to a very interesting plot. I'm a big fan of Ryan Gosling. I think he has this weird thing where he can do a lot with very little. He was the perfect actor for this world and this story. Harrison Ford. Deckard is back. But he doesn't show up for a while. He's been in hiding for the last 30 years. Ryan Gosling's investigation leads to him and his past. Harrison Ford coming back as his character is just as grumpy and cynical as ever. And he did an awesome job. This movie is a reminder of how good of an actor Harrison Ford can be. Jared Leto. Fuck. He's the villain or just the biggest advocate for human civilization and growth that there's ever been? He's a genius, blind, billionaire philanthropist, and he is very interested in Ryan Gosling's investigation. For him, the outcome of this investigation could save humankind, which gives him some serious fucking motivation. That also makes him a pretty dangerous dude. I wish Jared Leto was in this movie more. He was fantastic and just didn't have enough screen time. Sylvia Hoeks. She's one of Jared Leto's replicants, and she does all his dirty work. Now she's a villain, and she's a scary chick, and I'm afraid of her. I also want to give a quick shout out to Ana de Armas. I thought her character and the idea of her character was very cool, but the idea of her character is totally ripped off from the movie Her. Overall, critics are saying this movie is a visual masterpiece. And guess what? Yeah, it is. This movie looks absolutely gorgeous. The director, Denis Villeneuve, he's so good at taking these shots of LA and making it just look huge and dirty and futuristic. The story. I didn't think they would go that route, but I'm glad they did. The acting was fantastic. The music was huge and epic. Now, the movie as a whole is a bit of a slow burn. It's pretty long. I'm also not sure I like how it ended. I had a lot of questions left over. But this is a great movie. Definitely go see it in the theaters. It looks phenomenal. Rapid fire review. Subscribe!